The internet is going crazy over a video of a local man driving down I-95 who people say looks just like Jeffrey Epstein. The clip spreading quickly online, sparking double takes and even fueling conspiracy theories. But tonight, the man in that video is speaking out. CBS 12 News reporter Katie Benty is in Palm Beach with more. Katie.
A Palm Beach man is going viral tonight for a resemblance people can't stop talking about. They say he looks just like Jeffrey Epstein, but he says that couldn't be further from the truth.
Epstein is alive.
Millions of people are watching.
Epstein is alive.
And rewatching this. A man in a convertible spotted on I-95 in South Florida going viral for who people think he looks like. It's a creepy resemblance.
It is a creepy resemblance. I don't want to see Jeffrey Epstein around here.
That man calls himself Palm Beach Pete, and he's now setting the record straight.
I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm Palm Beach Pete.
He says he had no idea he was being filmed until his phone started blowing up.
I'm just me being me, and it's a crazy phenomenon that has went really viral.
But what started as a double take quickly turned into something bigger.
That's Epstein.
Epstein did not kill himself.
The name Jeffrey Epstein, a convicted child sex trafficker who lived in Palm Beach, still carrying weight years after his 2019 death ruled a suicide. But for some, the questions never went away.
I think he's still living. I think he never died. He could still be back on the island, honestly.
Online, some using this video to push those claims. Others saying that crosses a line.
People shouldn't joke about that stuff.
Right.
That's just not appropriate to joke about.
And Pete addressing it head on.
Have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. He's a very bad person, what he did, obviously, and he is dead. And I'm alive.
Within the last week, a video of a man driving on the highway in his convertible would go viral due to his resemblance to the world-famous New York financier known as Jeffrey Epstein. Social media would go ablaze with several theories about who this mysterious man was. With so many striking similarities between the two, how could one not at least mull over the possibility that this is Epstein in the flesh, especially when you consider all the conspiracy theories that surround his death? Within the last couple days, the man spotted in the convertible has come forward and identified himself. And not only has he come forward, but he's also reveling in the attention the situation's bringing him. According to the man spotted in the video, his name is really Pete, and he wants people to refer to him by his nickname of Palm Beach Pete.
And just want to reiterate, I'm Peter from Palm Beach. Have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. He's a very bad person, what he did, obviously, and he is dead.
Well, I don't know. That's what a Jeffrey Epstein who faked his own death would say, right? I mean, now, I don't know what life is like for a Jeffrey Epstein lookalike who lives in Palm Beach, but I really wanted to find out, so we tracked him down. And please say hello now to Palm Beach Pete, who is standing by. Hi,
Hey, Timmy.
Pete. Thank you for taking time away from
I love.
You are not Jeffrey Epstein.
That's correct. I am not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm Palm Beach Pete.
Good. All right. I just want to make that clear.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for not being Jeffrey Epstein. And by the way, we have a gift for you that maybe you want to do something with and share with your fans. We made you a T-shirt, and I'm going to send this to you. It's for people who love
it.
Palm Beach Pete, but want nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. What do you think?
I love it. It's fantastic. You guys are the best.
It's going to be yours very soon, Palm Beach Pete. We will send this right away. And thank you once again.
My pleasure. Keep on killing it, Timmy.
When he decided to give himself a username on social media for his fans to find him, Pete would choose the handle of @NotJeffEpstein, showing that he at least gets a little bit of amusement out of the comparison between the two. When you compare the two's facial features side by side, the pair has an almost identical facial and brow structure. Their noses are basically the same shape, and they even have almost near identical teeth positioning in their lower mandible.
Both of them look identical to each other. Here's a side-by-side picture of the both of them, and you literally cannot tell either of them apart. Next, the both of them literally have the same exact teeth. So as you can see right here, this is Jeffrey Epstein's bottom row of teeth. And then if we go ahead and look at Palm Beach Pete's bottom row of teeth, literally identical to Jeffrey Epstein's. Next, in a recent interview, it was actually revealed that Jeffrey Epstein and Palm Beach Pete actually lived in the same areas at the exact same time. So when Jeffrey Epstein was living in New York, so was Palm Beach Pete. And then when Jeffrey Epstein was living in Florida, so was Palm Beach Pete.
I've always been recognized when he first got arrested, when he was on the New York Post. I guess he died in 19 or 18. So when he got arrested, when he came back from Paris and they took him to the correctional facility, I was on the Post. I lived in the city. And people were always circling me around me and giving me double looks.
Wait, in 2019, you're saying you lived in New York City?
Yes.
Oh, so you've been everywhere he goes?
Yes.
So
yes.
It makes no difference where I am, in fact. I'm still talking to the same person if I was at my home in Palm Beach. But I'm here in jail. Home in Palm Beach. I can dial my own phone. If I was at my home in Palm Beach.
I'm me. I'm Palm Beach Pete. I'm a regular guy. I'm retired. I lived in the city for a long time. Worked in commercial real estate. I love to play tennis. I'm very social. I'm not going to change. This guy is dead, and he was a really bad person. And I can hold my head high. I didn't do anything. I just happen to have similar looks. I'm just a better looking version than Jeffrey.
Another interesting tidbit from the Palm Beach Pete lore comes from his name itself, specifically the Palm Beach part of the name. Palm Beach, as many of you know, is the Big E's former stomping grounds. Again, living somewhere your whole life isn't exactly a crime in itself to convict someone off of. But I must admit, it is kind of crazy to think that a doppelganger of Jeffrey Epstein would live in the same exact area he used to call home, while also sharing a similar taste and style to him in fashion choice as well.
Where in the world is Palm Beach Pete now? He's in Vegas, and he's killing it. It's amazing here, making things happen. Good morning, everybody. This is Palm Beach Pete from Palm Beach, Florida. I want to thank everybody for the positive comments I got from saying I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. Hey, everybody, it's Palm Beach Pete. Where am I now? I'm in L.A. Vegas to L.A., shooting some content. Back to Vegas, more content. Keep it real. Stay alive, be happy.
Nevertheless, one thing to note from the various clips we have of Pete talking is that Pete talks in a very similar accent and cadence to Jeffrey, with his voice sounding like a higher pitched up version of Jeffrey's.
Hey everybody, this is Palm Beach Pete, and my video went viral because some dude randomly filmed me while I was driving on I-95, unbeknownst to me, and the next thing I know, I'm a viral sensation.
So you're not Jeffrey Epstein?
I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm Palm Beach Pete.
The devil himself said, I'm going to exchange some dollars for your child's life.
Do you think you're the devil himself?
No, but I do have a good mirror.
Down I-95, minding my own business, and some knucklehead films me, and the next thing I know...
As perpetrating one of the largest frauds...
Films me...
frauds.
You aren't Epstein. Do you have any wonderful secrets? Is there anything that you could say to convince us that you are not Jeffrey Epstein?
I'm totally not Jeffrey Epstein. He's dead.
So you want people to know, even though there's a strong resemblance between you and you live where he lived, that you are not Jeffrey Epstein?
100%, Jimmy. I have nothing to do with him.
Jeffrey Epstein is not a name you answer to, have ever answered to, or plan on answering to in the future.
No, Palm Beach Pete, that's who I am, living my life.
So there are videos circulating online claiming that Jeffrey Epstein is still alive, even though he is officially reported dead. These kind of claims have fueled countless conspiracy theories across the internet. Is it true or is it not true? I don't know, but whether or not these claims are true isn't the main point. The bigger issue is this. We are living in a time where it's becoming harder and harder to know what's real. Every day we are flooded with information, different voices, different truths, different narratives pulling us in every direction. The narrative can change from one day to another, and now with AI, things can look completely real even when they're not. How do we know what's true anymore? Maybe this confusion isn't random. Maybe it's meant to distract us, to overwhelm us, to make us lose hope, or even to pull us away from God. Because if truth can be one thing one day and another thing the next day, everything starts to feel uncertain. Then truth itself starts to feel unreachable. But the Bible says in Romans 3 verse 4, "Let God be true and every man a liar." In other words, even when everything else seems to be unreliable, God is the only one who remains true according to his word. There is a truth you can stand on in this time. There is something that doesn't change, and that truth is not found in the noise of the internet. It's found in God himself. God sent his son, Jesus Christ, to this earth to die for our sin so that we could be restored into a relationship with him. Jesus himself said this, "I am the way, the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." He's not just a way out of many ways or a truth out of many truths. He clearly says, "I am the way, the truth and the life, and no one comes to the Father except through me." In a world where everything can be questioned, Jesus is the one thing you don't have to question. He is faithful and he is true. We don't know whether Jeffrey Epstein is alive or not, and in the end it doesn't even matter, because while people argue about what might be true, we are losing sight of what we know is true. And this is the truth that we can hold on to, that Jesus Christ died on a cross and his death wasn't a mystery. The Romans, who were experts in execution, confirmed that he was truly dead. He was placed in a tomb and a large stone was rolled in front of it, and Roman guards stood watch with their own lives on the line. But on the third day the stone was rolled away and Jesus rose from the dead. For 40 days he appeared to many. Over 500 eyewitnesses saw him. This wasn't hidden, this wasn't done in secret. People saw him, spoke with him and even touched him. And his disciples, who once lived in fear, were transformed overnight. They were willing to suffer and even die for Christ, because they knew one thing for certain, that Jesus was dead, but now see, he was alive. People might debate whether someone might be alive or not today, but we know that Jesus was dead and now he is alive. As it is written in Book of Revelation, where John meets Jesus in a vision, it says that I am the living one. I was dead and now look, I am alive forever and ever,